Hey everyone, I tweaked that a little bit. I have people approaching my vehicle. That's kind of weird. That's what I get for being at a church on youth night. So we're gonna give it a minute. Somebody's here. Good morning. I don't really have a lot going on. I guess I should get closer. Oh, Guns and Diesel, howdy. No set topic yet. Just kind of felt obligated, or not obligated. I'm sitting in a parking lot for an hour. Thought I'd see what was going on in everyone's world. Well, hello, Bobo. Thank you very much. You're the very, very first person to do that. What, man, it's Wednesday. What are you guys up to? How's your week going? Have you gotten sunburn like I have? Oh, you can't hear me because you're in class. Well, then you should be focusing on your class. Guns and Diesel, I hope I'm not disrupting work or too much. Maybe a little bit, but I hope I'm not disrupting it a lot. Oh, so Bobo's in class and not paying attention, which is good. If he can't hear me, I could talk about him. I don't know, but I guess I don't have anything crazy to say about him. Uh, it depends on what kind of medical gear you're talking about. Are you talking about consumables? Or are you talking about equipment? Um, because if it's just like bandages and alcohol preps and ACE bandages and Coban and things like that, unless you have a store that you can go to and walk around and kind of do for sales, then hey Cindy, then really the best place that I found here lately has been Amazon. I know a lot of people don't like Amazon, and I totally understand the reasonings. But when I can get 48 or 36 3-inch bandages for $13, individually wrapped, they throw in a roll of tape in there. I really can't argue. I mean, that's where I'm going for consumables. Now, for equipment, things like blood pressure cuffs, um, shears, pen lights, stuff like that, then I like North American Rescue. It's a couple cents more expensive than some of the others, but it's certainly quality gear. I like that. Um, I recently got signed up with Elite First Aid, so I like those guys for like kits. Um, but yeah, shop sales is the number one way, or in my opinion, or bulk order and get together with some others. I mean, and get to spend $50 and you get several kits worth of stuff. And I actually have another video to do on those. I've been trying to about every other month spend between $35 and $45 on Amazon on Bobo's live account actually to okay. And on his is it Live account or Prime? His Prime account, and so the shipping is free on most things, and get just consumables from there. And unless it's something like I'm building a kit and I listen at me, I want an extra pair of bandage scissors or something specific, and then I'll just go to the pharmacy and buy it. I mean, I can't go to my main pharmacy because they don't. I mean, it's just a pharmacy. They don't carry supplies of any kind. Which is fine. They don't have to carry supplies, but hey, Harold, how are you? Keith, I'm assuming your $1 is kind of like we have a store called Dollar Tree, where everything's $1. And some things I get from there, but some things I have to look and be real careful, because some things I get from the Dollar Tree, $1 is more expensive than if I order them from someplace else. The benefit to the Dollar Tree is I can walk in with my fixed budget of $20, and I can walk around and I can get a little of this and a little of that. And so I can spread my preparedness budget out, a little bit further than if I just order one large package of something. That was a long answer for that. But so, Harold, if you're still on, how's your day? Um, a surplus store. That's not bad. I like nonstick pads. There are a couple things that for some reason, it doesn't matter what I'm bandaging, I'm going to use transport tape, which is a clear, terrible tape, like a almost perforated tape. And so I really like it. I love non-adhering pads, or sometimes they're called Teflas. Oh, just a non-adhering pad. So, hey, Hubby, Harold, did you really show her those messages? Oh my goodness! So, Harold's wife is a course director for an advanced leadership training that I'm blessed to be on staff on, and we were gonna go. Harold and myself we're gonna go to see Zombieland 2 this coming up weekend. And TJ says hello. Hi, TJ. I just watched his video. And but yeah, so we're gonna go see Zombieland 2. However, Scout's birthday is the following weekend, which is when I'll be gone to that leadership course, watching it. I'm not teaching anything really, but I guess I am one thing, but I'm mostly just a support person in this particular one. And so I won't be able to go see Zombieland 2 this weekend because Scout wants to have a get together. And he's turning 14, and I'm excited. I'm super excited, actually. I'm fiddling. I don't know if you can hear. I'm playing with some 9mm mags that are for Saturday. Scout has asked me that him and one of his buddies and his buddy's father that we go out to the range, and he wants me to do some drill work with him. That of course, Scout. If you don't know, Scout is my son, and he's got not a whole lot of training, but he's had more than just basic pistol training. And so we're just starting to do some rifle training, and we finally got a hold of a 410 to do some shotgun training with him. And so he kind of wants to show off to his buddy about it. His shotgun's been going really well. And it's a great range. It's super safe. It'll be just us. And there's plenty of room to be able to walk up with the line with just the two kids and focus on teaching them and making sure their fundamentals are good, and still let them have a good time. So, yeah, that's kind of my exciting thing. Keith, a box of 12 1-inch tapes or tape. That's not bad. I mean, that beats anything I do online even. D. Thomas, I have gotten something from them. I forget what it was. I think some Oli combat dressings that I got from them. I don't remember. I remember I had good customer service, and that's important to me. I mean, that's really, I will pay more for something if I get good customer service. Not crazy amounts of more, but I'll pay $1 more a product if I have more or better service. Yeah, Harold. So even after we do range time, we're gonna go to the range in the morning with just his one buddy and his buddy's dad because his dad wants to go out too. Then we are gonna go um, back to the house and get ready for the other kids, and then I've got some special things. Some of my friends and some of my friends are going to help out. And I always go to the comments, so you guys will just have to deal with it. Keith, that's awesome about the 5-gallon buckets. Hey Jeff, hey Gordy, how are you? And I've missed saying hi to Nine Wolf. So some of my other friends, which they're good acquaintances of my son's too. I don't really draw a line between my kids' friends and mine because most of the time, I mean, if a person anyway, is if I'm willing to be friends with somebody, well, I'm going to use Harold. Harold is one of my great friends. Hey, Anand, and the best thing about being friends with Harold, well, number one, Harold is awesome, and beyond awesome. He's super cool. But my son can hang out with him and can be his friend too. Of course, on a different level from adult to youth, but I'm comfortable that Harold's not going to say or do something that I wouldn't do in front of my son or around my son. And so I don't have to worry about, oh, I'm not focusing exactly on what they're saying. I, you know, they're going to talk about things that are appropriate that I would be talking about with my son, or talk about it in ways that I'm comfortable in. And all my friends, I'm very blessed. All my friends are like that. Hey, Lone Star. And so one of my friends has a restaurant, Modern Refugee, howdy, has a restaurant in the town that we're going to have his party in, which is not where we live. It's like the a competitor school for my son. So we're going to go there, and he's got a restaurant, and I've already made arrangements. So even though it's at the end of his business day when we're going to meet, my son gets to take his buddies over there, and they get to order whatever they want. I'm certain it's going to be cheeseburgers and French fries and milkshakes, and I mean they're going to get hooked up. And he's always treated. It's a burger shack. I mean it's not a fine dining restaurant. It's just a burger place. Hey Sheepdog, thanks for being here. And but he treats my son like my son. He treats him like a good customer. Like his whole business is about Scout coming, and he takes care of him, and that means so much to me because I know that when I pull up and my son jumps out, I'm sorry, I wish you were closer. They're good burgers. But when my son runs out and goes to the counter, that he's going to be treated well and he's going to be given the respect that a young person deserves. And my son's very respectful. And anyway, so he's going to stay open a little bit later to make those boys whatever they want. And then This is the best part. And I hope Scout's not watching. He may be, but he hasn't said anything. Oh, Sharon's cooking. Everybody here needs to know that if Sharon, Harold's wife, is cooking, hopefully there is gravy involved. And if there is gravy, it is awesome. I know. But so after they eat their burgers, then we're going to go, and I have arranged for them to be able to go inside the high school gym and play basketball. And I know, some of you guys may know the people at school, and so you're like, oh, I've got a key on my key ring, or it's no big deal. It's not the school where my son goes to school. It's because of another friend of mine, another wonderful person is great and is going to allow that, is going to help me with that. And so that's awesome. Hobie, thanks for popping in. You guys be safe. Harold, no gravy tonight. What could you possibly be eating that you don't need gravy? Sharon's gravy. I'm not just saying gravy because I don't eat gravy on everything, but I do eat it when I'm with Sharon, hopefully. I would drive the 2 hours to your house for gravy. In the company. I guess the company's some of it. Taco salad. Yeah, taco salad doesn't need gravy. I made chili today. So I went over, and one of my coworkers, of course, not my shift or my department, but the other departments, I have driven for his gravy or her gravy. But one of the other departments, they're on shifts. So every few days or every 3 days, we see the same people. And so 3 days ago, when they were getting ready to leave, they were shift change. I mentioned that I may go to the store and get the stuff to make chili. And he gave me this look like, don't you dare cook that when I'm not here. And so I didn't. I waited until today, and of course it was a really busy day for them, more so than me, thank goodness. But I was able to make chili, and everybody thinks their chili is the best. I understand that. But to me, my chili really is the best. And to my family, of course, it's just me and Scout that eat it. My wife tolerates it, and my daughter, I think she tastes it just to tell me she loves me. So, but I think I make good chili. So, and I do compete in chili cook-offs. I've only won one, and it was a Scouts, like a regional camporee thing where Scout troops from all over our region came together, and I won first place, which was a plastic colander and a pasta spoon. That was my prize for first place, and a certificate, and it was awesome. And the best thing is those are my peers. So, there was 50 adults and good Lord, who knows how many kids that tasted it and picked my chili as their favorite. Though it's never really quite the same. And good chili does rock. And it's easy for someone um, to not make good chili. D. Thomas, man, good lasagna is awesome. I'm one of these same coworkers makes really good lasagna, except it's different. She doesn't use ricotta cheese. Sorry. Um, it's different. It's not like a marinara sauce lasagna. And when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, okay, sure, I'll taste it. And it's really good. Well, it is. I don't know where you're at, but where I'm at, it's a little bit after dinner time. Of course, I'm sitting here where my daughter goes to church or to youth group, and it's just a little ways away from the house. So that's why I'm sitting in a parking lot on Wednesdays. Is they don't have adult stuff at this particular church, and it's a long ways from mine. She doesn't drive yet, so. And I don't go inside. I don't want to mess with her mojo. All right, Harold, take care. Enjoy your taco salad. You should eat that with a spork, by the way. That would be wonderful. You could take a picture of your spork and post it on the Adventures of Spork. That would be a good thing. The Adventures of Spork. For those of you that don't know, that we have Harold, myself, Bobo, and one other have the Adventures of Spork is a Facebook group where really it's just about taking pictures of CRKT Eaton Tool in crazy places. Hey, how are you? Oh, I forgot who it was. Oh, and I still can't really say that properly. Astrometrical preparedness. I know we've talked and seen each other's posts a few times. I don't know. But yeah, so the Adventures of Spork on Facebook is kind of fun. It started over TSA security and not being able to carry a multi-tool. But sporks are allowed. And so I gave it a shot. Yeah, I like sporks. I have moved up because of the Eaton Tool. I've got one in the glove box, but I won't be rude. They're only about this wide or this long. So if you're going to reach into any kind of a bowl or container, even if you got a cup, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. So I have since upgraded to I like CRKT. They're good acquaintances of mine, or the guy that designed the Eaton Tool, and I have met, and I like him. And anyway, there's a CRKT Eaton Tool XL, and it's spoon length. It's still not perfect. There are lots of better sporks out there, but I don't know. I kind of like it. So, and I already own it because they're like $15, and so I'm not going to replace it until I lose it or it breaks, which I can't imagine it breaking. It's pretty hefty. Oh no. Life is too short to not use a proper fork, spoon, and knife. I use them too. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm not saying I always use that spork. Well, 915, hopefully you're enjoying my videos. And well, Jeff, if you try the Eaton Tool Extra Large, don't try the little one. I like them; they're fun, but mostly what I like about it isn't its spoon capability. It's its multi-tool capabilities in airports. That's totally why I like it. The extra large one you can't use on the airport because it has a sharp can opener side and the can opener blade is pretty long, and so they get kind of crazy, and I don't like that. Or I don't want to cause trouble. I'm not scared of it if it happens. Um, but let's see. Starting to finally cool down around here, which is I'm better insulated than a lot of people, so I like the cool. Of course, I have this stupid shirt on. It's not a stupid shirt. It's a wonderful shirt. I bought it, but I bought this shirt as part of a presentation to mimic the Blue Man Group. Like, I literally painted my face and hands and neck blue, and I looked around without my glasses and tried to do Blue Man things. So I bought that shirt for that, and I've turned it into my truck shirt, and so that way, and because when I wear my work shirts, it's got a logo and my name on it, and I don't care if you know my name, but I don't want to advertise for my company, or they don't want me to either, I guess. Yes, my insulation is getting a little thinner. I'm kind of having a rough time. I was doing, I had if you guys don't know, I had surgery about 3 weeks ago, and so I was doing really well. I dropped some. I didn't drop any weight, but I dropped a lot of flab, particularly from my waist down, and so I was really excited. Enough that I got to buy a smaller belt. I'm wearing smaller pants, and then the surgery happened, and so I've been struggling to get back into to get my wind, just not my go. Have the desire to go. I can't go as far as I used to go, and so I'm one of those guys that doesn't take that. I'm just frustrated. I did get out. Um, I guess the best time I had was night before last. My son and I got out, and of course, when I'm walking out the door, I'm like, "Hey, buddy, do you want to go with me, or my daughter, or my dog?" The dog's kind of a pain in the rump because she's big and she wants to go her own way, and I want her to have the freedom because she's a city dog, and so I let her pretty much go wherever she wants to go. Anyway, so I'm not quite back up to slinging my pack for very long because I still try to do 4 miles, and I've just been winded. So anyway, I asked my Scout to go with me the other night, and he did, and it was awesome. And we did, because I do it in some different links or different legs or what I call them. And I got the baseline done, and then there's a park between where I like to go and my house, and it's got a significant hill on it. I guess I should pay attention because that doesn't look like a hill. And so you go up and around, and I think 2 times around is a quarter mile. And so we do 2 laps, and then there's like a workout thing where you've got chin up bars and different stations, step up spots, and there's a sit up bench that's just a bench with a metal loop for you to hook your feet on and do sit ups on, or you flip over and you can do push ups. Excuse me. And so we did 2 loops, and then Scout's like, I'm going to jump up there and do some push ups or some sit ups. And he knocks some out. And I'm like, okay, well, buddy, I'm not going to do as much as you are because he's playing on a sports team. And I mean, he's getting in pretty good shape. And so I got up there and I did some sit ups. And I hadn't done sit ups in a long time. I've been doing these leg lift crunches things. And so the sit ups were crappy on my back. Particularly my lower back, where my degenerative disc really bothers me, and I didn't stretch that morning. I didn't do the. I've got, regular stretches that prevent issues because I don't do medications, and I have medications. I fill them. I just don't take them for that. And anyone, listen to me. Anyway, so I did some of those, and I could only do the loop. I mean, we still did like 6 loops, so we did an extra mile almost. And but I sat down to do that 4th set of sit-ups. It was just uncomfortable. And my son's there, and so I don't like to have that look on my face, that painful. I don't know, because he's there, and I don't want him to think that. I know he knows that I hurt all the time, but I don't want him to go, oh, well, I can't do this. I don't want to push that. I don't want to push myself. And so we just changed activities, and we did more walking, and we did some upper arm stuff. It was fun. I did a little video. I don't remember if it was just for Patreon or for here. I forget. And it's just silly. I have no idea what that was. Did you guys hear that beeping?
May have been my truck. I hope it was. I've never heard that sound before. Thanks, Sheepdog. I know I know the setbacks are going to come, but I still get frustrated. Hey, Okie. Hey, Terry. Anna. Oh, yeah. Thanks for sharing. I mean, I recognize the face, but I would have taken me a minute with the name. Yeah. So, astrometrical, I have no idea. I had my key on, so it may have timed out, and I've just never been sitting in the truck when it timed out for having the key halfway on, halfway off type deal. Who knows? Hmm. Sorry, I'm scrolling back through the comments. So the live stream, guys, I I like it. It's intimidating, but I think you should do one. Yeah, but we can't all share if you guys make a phone call. If you do a live stream, then we can all watch. I don't know. Hmm. Gonna be nosy. Nope. Just a cop car. I heard a siren in the background. I'm kind of in the middle of town, and so, but what was I got a thought popped into my head a minute ago, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, so the NWA Prepper Challenge, the next challenge video is up. I put it up a couple days ago, and it is totally it's about just putting like winterizing or adding a preparedness level to your vehicle, which I hope you guys are doing anyway. And I know some of you live where it's already been winter, you've already had to do your winter preparedness. But here in Arkansas, it's just kind of started. We had our first even remotely chilly night a couple nights ago. I still had tomatoes blooming until a week ago. I don't know. And rosemary survived, and it's some cold weather stuff. The cabbage is doing fine, and leafy stuff. No, thermite, Okie, find another name for it. There's lots of other options that don't have that spelling. Terry, that's awesome. It obviously having a YouTube channel is easy, or I could not do it. I don't know. And once you get it set up, of course, you already have your account set up. It's because I have one for myself, and then I just connected this one, and it's pretty easy. I've actually got some big milestones here lately, and I got the which are milestones as far as my encouragement. I don't really care about the YouTube side of it, but the subscriber level keeps going up, and then the watch hours. We got 4,000 watch hours, which gives me some more editing options and some more posting options, which I'm just now learning, even starting to. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, just I'm excited. And of course, unfortunately, whacked out Wednesday. Um, unfortunately, my iPhone died, and it was a 7, iPhone 7. And then work, because I'm required to have a phone from work, they kind of hooked me up, and I got this iPhone 10, and it supposedly has a better camera in it. Um, hopefully, it looks better to me, but I don't know if it looks better to me because I want it to look better, or if it's because it's looking better. And then I'm thinking of, they've got a microphone. So because I don't do a lot of outside stuff, because where I do it is pretty windy most of the time, and it just drives me crazy when there's wind in the background. I find myself not paying attention to what the speaker's trying to say. I find myself listening to the wind and getting sidetracked. Of course, you guys all know that I see squirrels and get sidetracked all the time anyway. It is getting into holiday season. I I'm not a big Halloween person. Um, my mother was. I mean, but she was all about Halloween. She went crazy with decorations and candy and parties and all this stuff. And I'm not saying I didn't have fun as a little kid um, with a party, but it's not really anything to it now. I guess as I learn more about traditions and things, I want to do different things. But I do like Thanksgiving. I'm excited. So Terry, I have not used a GoPro. I've used, my wife has a Nikon camera that I tried for my, not my first videos. And I'll see you later. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by, Modern Refugee. And but I used it for a while, and it seemed to go okay. But I couldn't hear very well, and there was no, I couldn't get too close to it, and then I couldn't add a microphone to it, so it wasn't a super camera. And then when the iPhone 6s came out, the cameras in the phones were just better. And I haven't bought her another camera. Mostly because she hasn't asked for another camera. It's not that I just haven't bought her one. I'm a pretty. Uh, if my wife or my kids need something or really desire something, I either make sure they have the means that they need to earn it, I make sure I get it for them. And I know that's not the best thing, but I want to spoil my bride. I don't want her to want for something. Now, some things she's just going to have to want for because, a small town employee, I don't make much money, but some things I can save for. I save for my preps, and so, and I know that's for all of us, but I save for her too. But she hasn't asked for one, and I haven't ever bought a GoPro. I've had a little GoPro clone, or kind of a wannabe GoPro, and but I just never have. Okay, I want to see your cooking stuff. I mean, it's better. It's better when I'm standing next to you and watching you cook. But you're a good chef, and I think a lot of people would find encouragement in the way you cook and the way you talk to people and the way you share. So for those of you that don't know Oki very well, he yeah, he's a storm spotter and he's important in emergency services, but he is a chef. And more than that, he I went to an event and he was cooking for several people, 2 or 3 dozen easy. And and he's got these people that that cook. I mean, they know how to cook, but uh, they're not chefs. And so he's sharing with things and he's teaching them, and he's sharing and teaching with them in such a way that they're so excited to be in the middle of a canopy, in the middle of a field, using what they're not used to be using to cook for a large group of people. And they're excited about it. And they're excited about it not just because we were doing what everyone believed, as I believe, was a calling from God, a God's mission trip, but it was they were together, and Oki's just awesome. I knew him a little bit before that, but I really feel that even being next to him at the med tent, I felt inspired, and I felt that I wanted to grow closer to him and get to know him better, and I get to do that a little more often now, so I'm excited. So yes, you should make more cooking videos. And I got on a rant. I haven't even read a comment. Terry, I did an iPhone 7 for almost all of my videos have been on iPhone except for maybe a 4 or 5. And I mean, as I get better, I finally learned to turn it sideways and change some settings. And I think it does that. I think it does well. You're very welcome, Oki. That I would speak highly of you whether you were here or not. Tien or Terry, which I don't know. What do you want me to call you since you changed that? I have a friend who plays with drones. Like he even had to go get his pilot's license to fly his drone. But he's a professional photographer, and so I'm scared to even ask him for tips or suggestions because I mean he's a professional. That's what he does for a living, and so I'm scared to go. Hey, help me with my little channel. I don't know. It's like uh, one of my friends is a YouTuber and has been for a long time. Um, Bus Vlogger is his channel, VW Bus Vlogger, and what is his main channel? Oh my gosh, I don't remember, and I apologize. I'll have to find his channel because I watch it all the time. I just when it pops up, I'm like, oh, it's James, and so I don't really pay attention to the title of it. But he's a YouTuber that's what he does for a living. So he goes out and he does tours and goes to a cheese making factory and does the tour of that. And he has Visit Arkansas sponsoring him to go do his videos. And he uses a drone sometimes too. Okay, Terry, I just didn't, since you changed your channel a little bit, I wanted to make sure I'm talking to you how you want me to talk to you. Yeah, there we go. A $40 LG phone. There are tricks for whatever platform you're using, so I don't think it matters. As long it's most important that you're willing and you have a desire and you feel led to share things. I mean, and there's always people that want to watch it. I have a coworker who who spent 20 years 20 years. I read Terry's thing for BW Bus. For 20 minutes, all he did was scroll through this app called TikTok. And some of it was funny. So I watched a couple of them, and some of it's not something I want my kids picking up my phone and scrolling through their dad's phone and, oh, what's this app? Which they know what TikTok is. I have teenagers. And then scrolling through and getting, so I got rid of it because I don't want them. I don't know. I know my 17-year-old girl and my 14-year-old son are going to see things and hear things, but I don't necessarily want them getting that from their dad or their dad's phone.
So astrometrical, I do very minimal editing. Obviously, I do very little editing if you watch my videos. I have an app on my phone called iMovie, which, because I like my intro, the little flaming NWA prepper. So I like that. I like the sound of it. It gets my heart racing and exciting to see what I've done. And I just, other than that, it lets me put pieces of movies. So, like if I'm talking to you here, or if I'm filming a video and something happens and I need to answer a phone call, or if I need to step out, if I need to do something, I can come back. And so, really, the only editing I do is I add that intro into the front, and then if I split a video, I put a video here, and then I post the next one to it. I don't cut things out. If I make a mistake, I'm most likely not going to reshoot the video. Mostly because I don't pretend to be a professional or perfect by any means, and so if I mess up or drop something, then I just roll with it. If I get on a tangent now, like you'll hear me say, this is the second part of time I've shot this. It's because I've either lost focus, which, if you can imagine, is unfocused as I usually am. If I lose focus, I'll shoot it again, or I'll be quite honest. If my opinion is jaded, and I realize what I'm saying is not open-minded, because I'm not saying I don't have some hardcore opinions. I do. But unless somebody asks me, I don't need to share that type of information. That doesn't help anyone get prepared for an emergency, in my opinion. And so I'm not gonna spew that out there very often. I might every now and then, but as a general rule, I'll just shoot it again and try to stay more on focus. Haunted, there are, go to YouTube and type in there how to start a YouTube channel, and there is 100,000 videos on how to start a channel. Watch some that are newer than older, because they'll have better information than the older ones, just because things have changed. It's dark. I'm scared. Because things have changed in the YouTube world. And so the newer information you have would be better. And you can do it. You can go buy a surplus, or a some kind of a smartphone that's not connected, like a cheap. So I forget who, but somebody said they shoot their videos on a $40 LG. You go get it. You use the camera features on it, and then you use Wi-Fi to upload them to YouTube. You don't even have to have the service. I've used my laptop a couple times. My wife actually likes to watch people that have like the background behind them. Be it, I think her favorite is this lady who in her kitchen has like chicken stuff, like a bunch of chickens behind her, like a cutout of chickens. I don't know. And my personal favorites are ones that have a Gadsden flag behind them and aren't mean and hateful. So haunted, yes, you can use the phone as a camera or a video camera, and it store the videos and stuff on it, and then use it and connect it to YouTube via Wi-Fi. And so you don't have to have have it hooked up to a cell network. And I mean, you can do that from McDonald's. Matter of fact, Viking Preparedness has mentioned many times in his videos that sometimes he uploads his videos from McDonald's because he lives out in the woods and doesn't have very good signal on his cell. So the reason my wife, like I said, she wants me to use a laptop and wants me to have a background. And I guess technically I do have a background. I'm in this truck a lot of the time. But I guess the reason I don't is because unless I go out to the barn or the shed, then I would be in the house, most likely in our living room because our computers are required to be used in the front room to eliminate any possibility of listening to things that we all wouldn't listen to or watching things we all can't watch together. And so to do that, you've got to be in the front room, which is living room and a kitchen and a dining room kind of big area. And so for me to do that, number one, I'd have to have that stuff set up in there. And then when I go to make a video, I don't want them watching, well, I don't remember what it is. Oh, The Voice. I don't want them watching The Voice or something like that in the background of a video. And so that's why I haven't done that. I like watching them. I mean, I really like having a whiteboard. Oh man, Bear Independent has got my brain working in so many ways. Mostly because I like when he writes things on there and he's doing his prepper class series, because then I feel it's okay to get my notepad out and to take notes. And I like to be that learner or that person that if you're giving a point, I want to try to learn. I want to try to learn that point. Anyway, so hi Seeker, how are you? So I'm gonna kind of wrap it up here in a few, but I really, 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 really want to share with you guys. I need a favor, and I've asked favors a couple times. I'm doing great. Thank you for being here. But I want to when people put their videos in the NWA November Prepper 2019 challenge, give them a watch. Watch, because it takes a lot of effort and a lot of guts sometimes to make a video. And on my side of it, as doing the Prepper Challenge, I know it's hard for someone to make a video. And so I'd like, if you see it and you notice it, go ahead and watch their video. If you, of course, like ever, if you don't like it, thumbs down it and tell them what you don't like. If you do like it, thumbs up them. Leave a comment encouraging them, wishing them good luck. There aren't many. I mean, the most I've ever had is like 32 or 33. But it just takes so much. A lot of people step out of their comfort zone to make a video response. And see, there we go. Seeker is like, I'm nervous every time. And you guys are making it where I'm not as nervous, which is a blessing that is compounded not just here, but in my regular life and my work life. You're helping me be a better teacher, not instructor. I'm an okay instructor, but I'm a better teacher. I'm learning to understand things a little better. Hey Renee. So Haunted, would you rather? I mean, I'll forget. I'll try to remember. So is just saying Deb okay with you? I would assume Holy cow, Cindy. Holy cow. So I didn't even know that what that was. I thought it was something that talking about the super chat that Cindy just did. Oh my gosh. No, thank you very much. So my channel just got to 4,000 hours of view time, and that's one of the things that comes up different is that super chat. I don't know. And I love to do it for others. I don't catch a Bear Independent video that I don't toss a couple bucks at him. And there's 3 or 4 others that they don't go live very often, but they bless me with their words. They make me feel like I'm part of the group. On Monday, there's from a Patreon channel, there's a men's group Monday that I do, and sometimes it's a book study, like we're reading a book together. Sometimes it's just prayer, where we talk for a while like this, and then we pray, or you say your prayer requests, and those types of lives. I mean, of course, on that one, he doesn't do that, doesn't allow it. But so on his regular live streams, I make sure that I do that because, man, and several of the folks that are in here know exactly what I'm talking about because they follow it and they're on those same groups. Men's Group Monday to me, I look forward to for 2 weeks because every other Monday I have a training class, a training schedule that I have to do. It's part of my job. And so I miss out. And I truly miss out. And it is so encouraging to know that there are people from all over, because I make no bones about it. I'm blessed. I have a great core group. I have great friends, and I have a great core group. Thursday nights we go together, and it doesn't matter if we're cleaning somebody's garage, fixing a toilet, putting up a fence, going to the movie. It's a core group of men that go together and we do things for each other, to build us up as men. And Men's Group Monday for Bear Independence Patreon is the same way. And I'm not a big Patreon spender. I think I do $3 for him because that's $3. And it's easy to overspend on things like that. And so when I have a little bit extra, I toss it his way. So now I kind of got a rant on Bear Independent. Yeah. As gruff and tough as he is, guys, he is a huge motivator behind me and a huge encouragement in a much different way because I'm actually hoping. I think Kobe was on here with him on here, so I hope he's gone. So TJ, if you're listening, go away. Yeah, go away, Bear. He not only does he bless the people in my life, a couple of them are right here, Sheepdog's here, JS. I mean, he gives of his time, and when he is on that live stream, and when he prays for me, because I don't mind if I have a prayer request. I believe in the power of prayer, and I believe that anywhere somebody is willing to even whisper to God about things on my behalf, I'm going to let him. I'm going to ask him. I'm going to beg him. Prayer is huge, and to know that there is a set group of men and women there's a set group that pray for me when I have a prayer request. It makes it better. It makes, when I'm praying for them, it makes me feel awesome. And I don't know. I obviously I visualize things different in a whole lot of ways, but when I'm praying, particularly in a group setting where, like, if I'm watching a live stream and we're praying, and I try to glance up and look and see if there's an addition in the comments to the prayer request or something. Uh, I feel like I have, like, those old AT&T commercials or old phone company commercials where someone would pick up a phone in Dallas and this little blue line would stream across to Chicago, and someone in Chicago would call you New York, and these blue lines kind of covered the whole map. When I'm praying and I feel it in my heart that I am talking to God, I sometimes visualize a blue line from my heart straight to God. Laugh if you want, but that's how I notice it. That's how I feel sometimes. And it helps keep me centered and focused when I'm praying. And that men's group live stream makes me feel that way a lot. Sorry, I was, again, on and on. God is awesome. Renee, thank you. That's a bigger blessing than you can imagine. You guys are a blessing to me. I I could never, no matter how much content or how much I share of myself and the things that I know and I'm learning, I could never be the blessing to you guys as what you are to me, and I thank you. Babo, you're back. Hi, Babo. Wait a minute. You're still in class. Go back to class. You need to be smart. Seeker, I hope. My plan, my goal with my channel has really been 100% to share with people, to help them learn and to help me learn, because I have to prepare every video. I've got I try to make sure I know what I'm talking about, or make sure you know that it's something I'm learning. You know, I don't want to be full of crap. I mean, Bobo's here. He'll tell you I'm full of crap, but I don't want to be. I don't want to tell you things that I know are untrue. I'm not saying some of the things that I won't say in the videos may not be true, but in my mind, as far as I know, it's the truth, or I wouldn't say it. And I'm not. I'm certain I'm wrong, or I'm have less levels of education than some people in areas that they may know. And I mean, that's okay. I'm learning just like everyone else, and I'm really excited to get to share some of that with you. Oh, I'm glad you're working on the November Prepper Challenge. We were just talking. My eyes are blue. They're not brown. However, sometimes the level gets right here below my eyes, and so there's a lot of brown in there. Hey, I love that knife. It is right behind me. The more I use it, I like that. It's a lightweight. So I got that knife, and I said it in the video. Somebody sent that to me in a box of other stuff, some bandages and some things, as a thank you gift, which was wonderful. But they asked me if I would spend some time with that knife and give it an opinion. Court low. And yes, everyone needs to go to Astrometrical Preparedness and check out that video, please. I mean, I haven't seen that one, but if you say it's interesting and fun, then I'm 100% positive it is. And so you guys can't see this. I got to change the subject for a minute. Squirrel ran by. So from where I'm sitting, I'm looking into a window into the youth group room where my daughter's at. And I am watching, and I can see, 15 teenagers. And they're sitting there in prayer. And I'm watching people raise their hand and put their hand on the person next to them. And it's wonderful. It just makes me want to know what they're praying about. Ah. Yeah, AP does make great videos. Oh, scenario videos. See, now you've got my mind working. That is awesome, Mark. The prayer team it's actually when I first became a Christian, which I was a teenager. I was my daughter's age before I'd ever heard anybody talk about God. And and that's what I focused on. I didn't know anything else. I didn't know any scriptures. I still barely know scriptures. I mean, kind of, but I didn't know scriptures. I didn't know how to talk to someone. I didn't know how to share what what my beliefs were because I was still learning them. I still had a lot to learn, and I of course I still do. But what I did know, and what I had been taught, is that I could talk to God like I'm talking to you, and I can tell him anything that I wanted to tell him in any way, and it was totally fine. I prayer was where I was comfortable. Prayer is still my most comfortable spot, and I pray. Now, don't get me wrong. I can pray like a deacon and taking a collection. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this and thank you, blah 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 blah. I can do all that because I'm comfortable in those prayers too. But when I'm praying, when I'm just talking to God, I'm just talking to God, and I could do that. So when I first became a Christian, when I first opened my heart up, that's all I would do was pray. And so to see these kids who can't see me, I'm a quarter block away, or I'm 500 feet away. I can just see. I can't see faces. I can't tell you who they are, but I see these kids, and I can tell that they've been over in prayer, and now they're listening to music and having a good time. Looks like they're goofing off. Of course, their night's almost over. It's awesome. It means so much to me, and I'm getting emotional to know that my daughter asks me every week to bring her not to our town because our church doesn't have activities for older teenagers. They have great things for little kids, awesome things, but they don't have things for teenagers. And she so much wants to be a part of a Christian kids community, young adults, that she asked me to bring her to another town. And she didn't know anyone at this church when we came here. Nobody. She knew where it was, and she said, I think that they have an alive youth group, and I'd like to try it out. So I will sit here every Wednesday when I can look in there and I can see them what looks to be worshiping. And afterwards, that's what she's going to want to talk to me about is, well, she's 17. She doesn't want to talk to me a whole lot. But she'll want to talk to me and she'll tell me
Hey, we sang this song. Can we listen to this radio station? We did this. We prayed about this. I met this person. It's awesome. It's just awesome. I totally haven't been looking at anything. Good night, Keith. I'm sorry I missed your goodbye. Um, um, it is a proud parent moment. Bobo, it's Bobo. It's Bobo, everybody. Are you? I thought you were in class.
We got done early.
Oh well. Hey everyone, it's Bobo. And anyway,
Hi guys.
and I'm pretty predictable when he knows exactly where I'm parked and to pull up and jump out. I thought that looked like your vehicle.
It was my vehicle.
But I'm like, it couldn't be you.
Hi guys.
And I am very proud of my daughter. And I am proud. I'm very proud. I don't know. Were you watching?
I was watching. I was listening. I was not watching.
Okay, so he can see in the window now that we're peeping creepers staring at the kids, which now it makes me feel that way. And but now I feel weird, like I shouldn't be looking. It is wonderful, and I'm very blessed that I wish my daughter would openly pray more, which is because of what I just explained to you about me. I know she prays, but yeah, she doesn't Scout prays. I mean, when he goes to bed, whether I go in there with him or not, I hear him talking to God out loud. He likes to talk.
Everybody has their own things that they're comfortable with.
And naturally, my pastor jumps in the truck.
Sorry.
And no, I didn't mean that as a bad thing. And but I do believe she's full of the Spirit, and so it's awesome.
It is.
That class didn't last very long tonight.
Class was awesome.
Only because it's
Favorite
over.
Teacher.
Oh, that teacher. Yeah. Was it that teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a cutie.
Oh no, it wasn't that teacher.
Oh, well then who was it? I mean, you don't tell his name.
It's the lawyer guy about law. Oh
well.
well.
Bobo is in police school. Yeah, Deb, I know. Prayers can be quiet and silent. Of course.
And we have our personal prayer life, and we have our public prayer life, and they don't have to be
the
same.
They are for me. I talk.
They aren't for me.
Well, it's because you're different.
I'm very different.
Oh, however, now the kids are probably, I would expect them to be done soon. Except she always asks to go out with the other kids after church. And what are we not doing again?
I don't know.
I missed something. Bobo distracted me.
No. Oh, police school.
Yeah.
It's a part-time class, and so it's just for part-time officers.
Okay, so you guys, most of you on here have heard me enough to know that I'm involved in law enforcement and fire service. Well, there is nobody, and you just listen. You just shut up and listen. There is no one around us that has my daughter just texted me, they're going to Chick-fil-A. And we needed someone to take care of us and think of our
I love that, Mark.
Our whole lives. And he was willing to be a chaplain And so I said yes. Do you have her number?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Nobody go anywhere. Hello, I hope you're still there.
You're live. It says you're live.
Oh, okay.
It still says there's people watching.
So I had to go text my daughter and say she could go. So if you have her number, text her and say you're sitting here with Dad, and we will see her at Chick-fil-A. Oh, she needs money. Tell her to come get money. Thank you guys for not dropping me when I had to go text. I forgot that he has her number too. That life skills, those are something that all of our kids need more of. Scroll back to your earlier text about prayer team. He'll agree. He'll think it's awesome.
What?
Just wait. I'm doing what he asked. I'm scrolling back. Do. There it is. Read that.
Yeah. One thing I learned in church leadership is the most important ministry isn't the most visible, the worship team or the board, but the prayer team. It protects, provisions, and enables all the rest. That is very true. However, I do personally believe that there are gifts, and everybody is gifted different. My mom is a die-to-the-wool prayer warrior, and I love her for it, and I feel great that I'm covered by her prayers. I pray a lot, but when I need prayer, or when I have somebody that needs prayer that's close to me, I tell my mama.
I tell her mama too.
That's funny.
I do.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
Do. Well, I mean through my wife.
Well, sure.
Not that I wouldn't text your mom, but I don't.
Okay.
I don't talk to your mom. But I would.
Oh my goodness.
And uh-oh, here she comes.
Her and friends.
Hello. We're live with the whole world on the internet, so you just want money, right?
I wanted to ride.
Oh, you need a ride today?
Later.
Or
I don't want to die.
do you need a ride to Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
Yes.
Cover everyone.
Well, then get in the truck.
I'm gonna wait for
Okay.
it.
Oh, okay. Well, whenever you're ready to.
You can end your life.
I don't have to end my live. Did you hear what she said?
I said not right now. I meant later.
Fine. Go away.
Spit in my eyebrow.
Oh, she's already gone.
She took off.
Oh,
She's waiting. She's waiting for everybody else, and nobody else has come out yet. They came out real quick and to get money and a ride, I guess.
No, she just wants a ride. So the other young lady is a new driver, and she had an accident right there a couple of weeks ago, and so she's nervous.
I completely understand, Mark. Yes, my gifting, I can pray, but my gifts are not as a warrior in prayer. So I completely understand. I help in other ways.
You do.
Chick-fil-A is good too.
Yeah, everyone.
I hadn't had dinner, so.
Oh, are you gonna ride to Chick-fil-A, or are you gonna meet us there?
I guess that depends on whether you want to bring me back or not.
Really, it depends on
both the directions to our
band cooler
homes
and all my daily crap.
Okay, well then I'll drive. I had
Um,
Chick-fil-A for the first time 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it is good, Sheepdog. I may or may not eat Chick-fil-A like, oh yeah, chicken. They don't have chicken and biscuit this late at night. You know the great thing?
House.
Okay, so there's this wonderful program that if you're a nonprofit, there's this third-party group that you can get some leftovers from restaurants. And my day job, I work for a nonprofit. And so I had a friend of mine that works at a Chick-fil-A called me and said, "Hey, I need you to come pick up this chicken." Hi, Texan. And I'm like, so-and-so is supposed to be picking up your chicken. And so, yeah, it was from a Chick-fil-A. I saw him. And so I went and picked up chicken from Chick-fil-A, and we have now been picking up chicken from 2 different Chick-fil-A's and a mall location for about 2 months.
I didn't know you got the other 2.
Well,
just
the mall and the one on MLK, which were, incidentally, that's where we're going. But yeah, I eat Chick-fil-A probably 5 times a week at least. Yeah. I like their stances as well.
I mean, I like their chicken too, but
their food's really good. And I like the people though. The ones in the morning are usually the ones I see and regularly, and I go by different names every day. This month it's October, so I'm, I think one day I was Frankie Stein, and yeah.
I guess oh yes, when you go to Chick-fil-A, I've been at work for 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There is no Chick-fil-A in the town I work in. I'm lucky there's a place to have tacos on Tuesday.
Yep. Oh.
So that's Deb.
Okay.
Deb, I would drive for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Crystals isn't bad. I've been from originally like California area, so yeah. Portland called Pine State Biscuits. Their chicken biscuits are real. If I ever get up that way, I will have to go there, Mark. Fast food, I know.
There's nothing he can say.
I really can't. I don't.
You didn't come for lunch today. I made chili.
I would have came had I known there was chili. In fact, I didn't eat lunch until like 2:30 when who was there? PopCap?
Capgun.
Capgun was with came by and
short. What are you, Shorty? You're with little short guy.
Yeah, little short guy.
I call him on the phone today. Obviously on the phone. I call him and I say, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm with short guy." So I assume it's him and his son. And so I start talking like, I talk to his son, "Hey, dude, what's up?" Or, "Hey, buddy." And then it's, my elder next to him, because Capgun is, I don't know, he's 90 or 100 years old.
He's not that old. He's maybe 8 years older than you.
No, that is not true. He is 60.
Oh, he is.
62, 64.
Okay, so he's like 10 years older than you?
Or 20. He's a great guy, and I make fun of him all the time.
We do. Poor guy.
But I really do care about him.
He actually, a couple weeks ago, came and said, came to me privately and was like, did I make NWA mad? Because he wasn't ragging on me like he normally does and picking on me. He wasn't doing it all. What'd I do? Jimmy, tell me what I did. Tell me what I did. Tell me what I did. And I just told him, I said, no, not at all. And talked through what was going on. And he was like, okay, well, I was just afraid that I hurt his feeling.
That time before my surgery when I didn't know what was going on with my headache and my neck. And then I go for surgery and I have that heart surgery. I mean, it's through this really stressful time. So I just wasn't picking on him because I'm pretty brutal.
You can be.
I've never let up on him. And he's a little bit shorter than me. A
foot and a half.
And well, he's been in a couple videos, but him and his wife have been really good friends of mine for a long time. And he likes poking at me and taking jabs at me, and I take jabs at him, and I don't know.
We all take jabs at each of us.
I do. I'm mean to you too.
Okay.
I used to not be.
You say so.
Anyway, so I think we're fixing to go to Chick-fil-A. So if you're in Fayetteville at the Chick-fil-A. We're going to be there in just a couple minutes. I don't know. So this
We're guys. That's right, Mark. We are guys.
This
That's what
is
happens when guys get together.
this is the girl that hit the other girl, and it was an accident. She was in a standard and she's learning to drive, and you guys can't see it really, but we're in a pretty decent incline.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an incline. If you're learning on a standard, it could do it.
And she was trying
Hill
to go
number 1 with Sweet Tea to go.
up the hill.
That actually may be what I'm gonna drink and eat tonight.
Oh no, the grilled nuggets. I mean, I've already.
Normally, my go-to is I don't remember what number it is, like 5. It's a grilled sandwich with bacon and I put pepper jack cheese on it, and yeah, it's really good.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole bunch of ribbon going on in that office.
Oh, I bet there is.
And so there's a swing in this youth room.
Asymmetrical.
I just saw a teenager swinging like crazy. Probably just webbing wrapped around the rafters, but
yeah.
Anyway, well, guys, thank you so much for everything, for being here. This is when, of course, when we have a guest that just shows up in the studio, we have to deal with. Well, I don't know if you were in class when I was talking about having a backdrop and a set. Never mind.
I didn't hear that part.
Anyway, thank you guys for being here. And NWA Prepper Challenge for November is up. Please, if you're not going to, I'd love for you guys to all enter. And I know a couple of you have, but check it out. And if somebody posts a video, share with them a little bit and encourage them.
Starbucks burns their coffee too much. Sorry.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, were you talking with Terry?
Yeah, Terry.
So
there's some local coffee shops here that are phenomenal. Of course, I can be a big coffee snob.
He is.
I lived on a coffee plantation.
He is a coffee snob. 100% coffee that most people go, oh, this is delicious. He's like, ugh.
I lived on a coffee plantation in Central America for about 4 years and was able to, everything from pick the berries to dry it to break it to all of it to roast it. So, yeah.
He's a coffee snob.
I can be.
You have a blessed night, too. Chipper, I don't know what's going on with the notifications.
I got a notification. Did you turn off your notifications?
Oh.
Or you may have updated and it may have done something funny.
I don't know.
Because sometimes that does that. Apple is bad about your settings when you update your main software, that your settings go back, and so you have to go back in and change them again.
What the heck? So I'll look on my end, and okay, remember, I got a whole lot of new features, so I may have done something to mess it up.
You probably did. No, because I got the notification when you went live.
Oh, okay.
So,
I don't know.
Oh, Guatemala. I was in Honduras, right next door. Yeah.
Right next door.
We do need to get together, Terry.
Well, yes, absolutely. I don't know. So, Terry, totally doesn't matter, but are you still where you were earlier in the week? And I hope everything's going well. Well, you can go wherever you want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I know where you said there, but we had another conversation.
Yeah.
Anyway, Barrington, I don't really. I'm glad things are going better, Terry, or at least maintaining. But I don't do a whole lot of live streams, so I feel the same way. Thank you for being here. Oh.
I have yet to make it to Puerto Rico. I don't think I want to go right this second.
You need a ticket?
I'll go. You gonna pay a ticket? I'll go.
I got $8.
No, $8 won't get me there.
Well, Terry, that's not far. If you need something, number one,
Hey.
we've got connections down close.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Clarksville.
Even
closer?
now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I'm forgetting someone.
Well.
That happens.
No, somebody moved.
Oh, okay.
And you may not have.
I'll catch up on that then later.
Badger, I hate it's a crappy night, but
I'm glad my friend was able to make it better for you, Badger.
Thank you.
He's gonna work on doing a few more live streams.
I do. I like the
promise him. I will volunteer you.
Voluntold me. I like the Wednesday time because until there's a group at my church, it works out because I'm sitting here.
Yeah, you're sitting here anyway.
And so, anyway.
Sitting here, there's very few distractions.
Well, and it's that thing, that park behind me. There's nothing behind me. But anyway, I'm going to go take my daughter to Chick-fil-A and kick him out.
I guess I'm driving to
and
Chick-fil-A.
He's going to, it's on the way home.
Well, it's like 6 blocks from here. No problem.
Whatever.
It is in that direction. It's south. I have to go south.
All right.
Puerto Rico and Florida next year. Class reunion. Oh, that's cool.
Up since 5. Well, you got me beat by half an hour.
Oh, 2-year-old. You gotta take care of 2-year-olds. Yeah. They're a little fuzzy. I have 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
Identical girl 4-year-olds.
Yeah, twins. All right, get out. I'm going. All right, everyone.
Where are you going?
She's right down there.
Oh, I can't see her.
You guys have a great night.
All right. Bye,
guys. Thank you for everything. We'll talk to you soon. Tomorrow morning, a new video post. 8 o'clock in the morning. And then NWA Prepper Challenge. Check it out.